Up next, mobile ISTAR, intelligence surveillance and target acquisition stations from Marshall and UTC Aerospace are set to deliver powerful surveillance and operational flexibility to the Middle East. Marshall Land Systems and UTC Aerospace Systems secured contracts worth £2.5 million, so probably close to $3 million US, to supply mobile ISTAR ground control stations to two different Middle Eastern armed forces. The systems themselves are housed in Marshall-designed shelters, you can see here, mounted on military utility vehicles, include ISTAR imagery, interpretation tools, and optional trailer-mounted power generators for independence in the field. I mean, tailored for deployable command centers, the units are engineered for mobility, EMC compliance, harsh climates, service entry slated for early next year, which is just around the corner.
You know, Greg, I'm always excited when I hear you start talking about Lord of the Rings and J.R.R. Tolkien and ISTAR. Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah.
Andrew's like, what are they doing again? No, only the nerds watching are going to get that one.
That's right. Yeah. He might sprinkle in a quote through it later and just not
even know it. With great power comes great responsibility. That was said by Gandalf. No.
On that note, I do have to pop off to another meeting, so I'm going to let you two wrap up the last two articles. And
oh my goodness,
sad that I'm not going to be.
You're going to stand us up, man.
I am, yeah, but at least I'm telling you about it, so it's not standing you up, right?
And like that, he's just gone.
That's right. That's right.
Greg.
See you all. Bye.
So bye. We've got two companies here that are developing a system that's going to be fitted into the Marshall shelter and then mounted on the back of a military utility vehicle. So collaboration is always more challenging than I think folks believe at the start. You've got data sharing, IP protection, all these things that have to come in here. I think that's going to be a big headache.
Yeah. Collaboration, it's real. It's real. It's going on. It's happening. It's a struggle. But honestly, the number one, it's actually maintaining system reliability and performance under these harsh climate conditions. That's the number one key here for them, is making sure these ISTAR systems can actually function seamlessly in extreme heat at sand environments common in the Middle East. So that's the harshest conditions. I think when you talk to people who've done battle, going in the Middle East is the hard place to be, because if those units choke under pressure, all the IP protection and data sharing in the world is not going to save the day.
So you basically are saying you need to ensure that your companies can function well together and make a product that can function well together. I mean, you're not wrong, but both of these have to be true. Everything's got to be reliable, the people, the product, all of that. So you're right. You know, IP protection may not save the day, but it also might save your job. It's definitely important.
Yeah. But I mean, they're not exactly office servers going on here. These are mobile command centers facing scorching sun, 50-degree C heat, sandstorms, temperature swings. System reliability is going to be the real, MVP here.
So how do you ensure the reliability? Like, you have to know what
I
environment.
refuse to go back to requirements gathering, but it is requirements gathering. It's embedded into your design and change. It's your product validation and simulation. You and I would both get those requirements fixed, get a design and change management solution running, automating, moving it into simulation, and then ultimately manufacturing operations and quality management, making sure that you've got a really robust assembly process with climate proofing checks as you go along.
Yeah, I think, and of course, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about how AI could help the whole process, because you've got to have AI for the environmental stress. You don't have to have, but you should have AI for the environmental stress testing, AI models to predict how everything's going to hold up under these extreme conditions. You can have the real-time monitoring, working with your AI sensors to help auto-adjust the performance based off that environmental data. Probably some predictive maintenance as well.
I think you've got to have that predictive maintenance, because once that's out in the field in those conditions, you want to be able to monitor constantly and predict when something's going to need maintaining. Yeah.
Yep.